Good morning. He's 10 minutes late. Oh no. How can he do this to us? Oh, good morning. It's a Thursday. It's a level making levels day. It's a coding day. Yeah. I thought this song. Is this public domain? Is it slightly different enough? Start off the day we got classical piano. This is called Dark Light. I guess you're allowed to put in like just enough. It makes it sound like something else. Oh no, it's not the same song. What are we doing today? We making levels, okay? Okay. Do it. All right. So this is Switch Ball Deluxe for those who have never seen it before. We're gonna be making some levels. It's a puzzle game. It's got 160 levels in it. When the game's all done, there's 10 different worlds. This is a super admin screen, as they say in software dev. You can think of it as the game fully unlocked. You can see all the worlds at the top. The theme is power plants, and we got to make some more levels. If you look at our Excel sheet, what we got over here are how many levels of each world left to make. So total is 39 out of 160. 75% of the way there. Now, only the first world has been tested, play tested, and has all the ranks and stuff set up. Fossil fuels. The other one's not so much. And by not so much, I mean just me. After I make it, I'm like, eh. Some of them I play test enough to like get ranks. Most of them, I just move on. Make it as good as possible within a short period of time, and make it playable. If it still feels like hot heart garbosa, then I don't say I'm done. And then I'm denoting other attributes in here. Just using Excel, a useful tool. So things like just the name and description, what's the ID, and this ID will eventually change because I'm just making them. Eventually they'll have to actually be ordered in the world to make sense of introducing players to mechanics and stuff like that. What colors are the bricks being used? There's 6 different colors. What general type of level is it? And then which of the mechanics is it using? So, today, I think we're going to make 3 levels. Usually I try to go for 4. But I think we're going to try to do a boss level today. So we've made boss levels with fossil fuels, hydropower, and antimatter. And we'll go ahead and try to make a boss level for one of these other guys. We're not going to do the Omega boss level, which would be like the final boss level. That's too much. We're not there yet. That's kind of the game plan. So we're going to create little quests. I'll put them in the bottom right hand. So these quests were for a different video game, UFO 50, Mini and Max. So we're gonna take out these quests and put in our quest for today. Okay. So our quests today our one solar level. We're going to do the boss level for nuclear. So we're going to say boss nuclear level. And then we'll do another omega level. I think the boss level might take about an hour. It depends on how quickly it comes together. These are our quests. I could put them here because there's nothing here right now. So if you've been tracking the stream at all, you'll see that there's always a little picture here, right? A little picture frame. And there's nothing that ever populates there. You'll also notice that there's a empty space for like a button down here. Right here. We have this. So on this UI, this will eventually be like a back button. You know, so you can eventually like go down there and press back. Doesn't work right now. This right here will eventually be a little mini picture of the level that you're about to play, like a little snapshot. So when you're playing adventure mode, you kind of have a little snapshot of what it looks like. I've played it enough that I don't think it really matters if you have a snapshot. This could always be redesigned, this UI, a little bit. But, I don't know, wouldn't it be a nice little thing to have? A little snapshot? Right now it just says iStock because I totally grabbed these stock images. In the final version of the game, I will be using stock images or photos I've taken or friends have taken. But for now, we just have some stand-ins. Nice little collage. Okay, so those are our quests. Let's put those somewhere. Usually up in the top right is fine. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay. So, we're making a solar level. First, let's just get warmed up a little bit. Let's get a little bit warming uppy. And we'll just start with a level I've probably played the most out of any level in the game. And that's layers. You can see how simple it is. Some of the best levels are the simplest. And after I play this level, I'm going to show an advanced version of it, which is way harder. Oops, I missed it. Come on, S rank. No, it's a hard S rank. A rank? No, B. Those are legitimate ranks. Okay, so that's layers. There's about at least 2 more remixes of this throughout the game. One of them is in hydropower. It's called Shifting Strata. This one's real hard. Well, it's moderately hard. So in this one, they're moving. Now, it doesn't look that different. Right? Oh, why do I have a time limit on this? Wait, did I set a time limit on this? Crap, I need to restart. Alright. Partially, it's because the bricks are moving. And also because they're not in such neat rows. Doing pretty good. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. There's also more of them. Dang it. No. No, stop it. Oh, jeez. This is one that will probably get some fixes later. Nope. Not quite great. It's a decent level, but there's not as much flow as I want there to be. Then there's a pretty cool level in windmills, which is like the same thing, but it's rotated. I think that one is called Layers Remix. Very. So here you go. And this one, you're doing this way. And it's very twisty. Ooh, yep. So you can just keep going through until that point. No! Oh, I'm not doing super smart here. Boop. Boop. Ooh. All right. It's fine. You know, I could actually. Dope. I was gonna say I could go in here now like this. But now, yeah, this level's a lot harder. Ooh, there we go. Don't have actual ranks for that level yet. Okay. Got warmed up a little bit. We're going to create a lights level. So if we look at dooba-dooba-doo, scooba-doo, we got 4 left for solar. We're going to create the nuclear boss level. And then we're going to create a mega level. So let's go over to solar. What's the last solar level we made? We made one called Picket Fence. Hugs and Kisses. Not a sponsor, Jack. This is a pumpkin. I think I made this right before Halloween, if not on Halloween. No, on Halloween we were playing Ghosts and Goblins. This is a couple days before that. Go over here. The swoosh. Valentine's Day. XOX. And a picket fence. So I want to go back to this. Go up to lights, camera, action, solar. Okay, what mechanics have we added in? The only one we have available to us right now is rotation. It's kind of a bummer. That's the way it is. Because we're at the beginning. It's the third world. So at this point, we can mix in more rotation stuff. So it's just light. Yeah. I would like, if possible, for us to mix in more of the windmills mechanic into it. Let's see. We got Dynamite, Addition, Icicles. That one's just got a ton. I kind of like. You don't have a lot that's like Garble Grid, where there's just a billion blocks. Buoy, That one's cool. Alright. We're gonna do one similar to Garble Grid. In the same spirit. So Garble Grid is right here. So in Garble Grid you have these plus signs. And they're all blue. So you're just going ba 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 ba. It's actually kind of hard to get done quickly. Because you're like, how do I get to the lights? Because as you hit lights, you're clearing up spaces in the grid. But you want to be smart about it. Like that one I could hit with that. That wasn't too bad. 24 seconds. Pretty fun level. So, let's make one. It says I have 4 left because Morse code is not a level. So we're going to click our little Lego icon. You can just hold down right click, put some bricks up here. This is 46. These are command prompt. Save level 46. Cool. Now the world is our oyster. Where did that phrase come from? Sailors? The world is our oyster, but I don't like seafood, sir. Still, it is what it is. We got orange, orange, 3 with orange, 4 cyan, a lot of blue, not as much green. Green, red. Okay. So let's do what makes green? Blue and yellow. I'm trying to avoid using blue. Maybe we could go back to the previous levels like Garble Grid. It could be a different color. Partly I want to use blue and yellow because it makes green when the lights intersect. So if we want to use that mechanic, let's start out with yellow. So we're going to be able to put out yellow bricks. Now, coming up with an idea. I want there to be a lot. Just listening to the piano. Think. Do the Jimmy Neutron. Think. Alright, so we're gonna get our light object. We're gonna mix in rotation bricks. What kind of light have we not like done yet? I was thinking like a pool light. We did like buoy bots. That was kind of cool. In later levels we've done some things that have to do with like a little bit more picturesque with lights. We haven't done anything with like little UFOs where the lights are like, I don't know, little lights that could be streaming down. Like, pew! What about a UFO picking up a cow? Mmm. That seems a little bit ambitious. He's thinking. We just did a couple with the layers, right? You could make something that seems random, but isn't. All right, we're gonna do that. I have an idea. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna create a bounds for our play area. I'm actually gonna create it like this. This is gonna be pretty big. And what I want to do is create the ability to hit certain lights to break through. So it's a little bit like picket fence in terms of like being able to cut through something, but what about something like that? And then we're gonna put rotation bricks in here as an obstacle. Which I guess you could do last, but I'm just gonna do it first. Just kind of spitballing. And then we have we're gonna have a couple different colors. Because usually lights is all about combining color. Like if a player is playing this a lights level, solar level, they're kind of expecting them to be the main draw. Like utilizing them in some interesting way. So if we do red, yellow, and blue, making green, I want each of these rows here that the lights are shooting. I'll just designate them right now with this. These are what they're shooting at. I want these to be a mix. So this is all the area that the lights could hit right now. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do a little bit of this. To start. Now if you make it to, you know, you want patterns so that the player can learn patterns as they do a level. And we can always change this. Cool. So now you have some blue, some yellow. If we wanted some green in there, you can now take some of this and break it up with a little bit of green. Maybe do a few rows of... I was trying to do a Control Z. There's no Control Z. Sorry. Sorry, no Control Z. Alright, thus far this is a very challenging level. Just gonna put it out there. Now in this empty space, you could have nothing, but usually you want to at least get some sort of combo. We're not sure what this border is going to look like. We also have to have the color bricks themselves. So why don't we do this? And we are going to have yellow. So I'm going to create an opening like that. Yeah. We're going to create one yellow there. Create a blue on the other side. And then over here, similarly, let's do having this, like these be like this is usually dangerous. But because both of these can shoot through and hit it, it's not as dangerous as having something like that. You can also have the rotation brick, so it's okay. And over here, we're going to have a blue. And that's in the right spot, yeah. Okay. So now we have kind of what we're driving for here. In that you want to be able to hit this and be able to ping pong between yellows and get to blue. You want to be able to do the same for the other. So here, I think what we want is one side to be blue and one side to be yellow. So we'll just make the blue side down here to give yourself an option. Let's go ahead and save that. So right now it's somewhat interesting. It's somewhat like our layers, except there's some lights and some rotation and such. It's got some gaps. It's pretty easy to lose combo with the greens and the, the blues and stuff. Also, if you hit this light, that's actually hurting you because you don't have the yellows to bounce into. Let's try it out. Yep. So, like, if I hit this, that seems like a great idea. But now, if I were to go anywhere here, there's nowhere to go. Right? But if I don't hit the light at all, you can theoretically build up an extra combo. Right? And that's pretty good. Now I'm here. Oh, that was almost cool. So that was pretty cool. If I take the blue one, go down here. I have to get a general sense of how many bricks there are too in a level. Is that green brick possible to get? Oh, it's not actually right now. That's pretty cool. Never got That one. Alright, what I just realized too is that you can see the only times those greens were actually destroyed was via combo. Greens can be combined when two lights are shining at each other. No lights are looking at each other right now. So we need to add lights shining towards each other. So over here, maybe around ish. Like that. Over here, we can't have this one. So put one in there. Like that. Over here, I feel like right here would be a good one. Now we don't have to have them all. Oopsie. That all the green are always encompassed. Like you could force it to have a combo to destroy them. But I think to start off, it's probably best to be more flexible. Alright. This one I like having on the end. I think that would make it a little bit interesting. And then this last one here, maybe in this column. Like that. And then these last couple bricks will be blue-yellow. Like that. Okay, so technically now it's doable. Oh, I guess there's this one right here. All of the greens are encompassed. Alright. Let's try to beat this in less than 30 seconds. Woohoo! Pop. Mm-hmm. Cool. Hmm. What have I not hit? Oh, those are already done. Oh, because combo. Too much yellow? Oh, there we go. Oh. No! That was cool. A minute 3, I felt like I was killing it. I guess I kind of hesitated in the middle. The colors are kind of... Oh, this level's got like a weird feel to it. It's not a bad feel. It's just like weird. I think it's because huh. I feel like there's like a lot of knowledge I need to know. It's like... Those are working surprisingly well. I need to rotate back. What am I missing? Blue? No, that one's already blue. That. Yellow. These green ones? Greeny? It's a really good level. It's a really good puzzle. There's so many ways you can go about it. That's gonna be hard to get ranks. I'm gonna have to spend some time. Oops. Like, what is the best route to go? Theoretically, 90% of the bricks are within these lights. So if I just attack the lights and ignored combo. But the lights, you have to get to the lights via hitting. Alright, one more go. We're going to focus on getting the lights. How about, let's see. This one's protected by blue. Blue, blue. Yellow. Yellow, blue, blue. And this one's protected by green, but if we get blue. Alright, so let's do these first. And then these. And then see if we can beat 30 seconds. I'm just focusing on the lights, though. So that one's hit. Don't care. Alright. Now I have to get this one yellow. I can't get the other one yet. Alright, that's green. What's the other side? The other side's not hit yet. Oh, this one. Here we go. Boom. And then we can get the yellow. Oh, I need blue up here. It's already been 30 seconds. Oh, what's the other side? Oh, I haven't done the other side yet. Good. That one needs to be blue. Come on now. Oh, dang it. Got it. Oh, I still have some cleanup to do. It's already been 1 minute and 3 seconds. No. Track just came on. It's buzzing. I don't like that. All right, that's a good level. I haven't figured out the maze yet. We didn't even adjust very much, so we're gonna leave it at that. What are we calling this thing? How do we mix the words light with layer? Lighter. Light year. Light years. So stupid. Light years. Tricky. Okay. Time to make a boss level. As you can see, our quests. Gimme, gimme. Move it. Ah, there it is. Now, what is a boss level? Well, I got 3 different boss levels I could show that we've already made. Let's take a look at one of them. Go back up here. Yeah. So, the original boss level that I made, it's called Living Fossil. It's a big dino face. Big T-Rex. The other 2 boss levels we have right now that I've made are Aquarium. We got a few fish. And then in Antimatter, Split Fission. And it's kind of like an infinity sort of eyes looking at you thing going on. Now, for this one, Split Fission, I actually ended up using in the boss pollen as part of the mechanic. So bosses are going to be focusing on their mechanic, but they can include multiple mechanics. They can kind of break that idea of only having 2 per level, just like Omega levels. You can have multiple mechanics in a boss level because, you know, come on now, it's boss. So here, this is using antimatter, it's using nuclear, it's using pollen, which is the biofuels mechanic. The hydro level only is using moving blocks. So these are all moving on tracks. Eventually those will be rivers. So if I showed it, we got our fishies moving. Now what makes bosses hard isn't only that they're going to be a little bit more challenging inherently, but that you have a limited time. So this one's actually is timed. The S rank is 32 seconds. And as I destroy bricks in a boss level, see there's a little number that appears. That brick will reappear in that time. If you successfully destroy all bricks of a color in a boss level, the bricks will no longer come back. Now, I broke a combo, right? That's kind of a death sentence. 1, because I can't get that one up there. And 2, you can see around the 35-second mark, they're coming back. And I'm becoming enclosed. So, at this point in time, you've lost. I can go back out and say, okay, I'll start again. And in this boss level, you sort of have enough time to do so. You have about, I think, 1:50. So let's see if we can do it. I think we're gonna lose pretty bad though. So we could keep trying. We're not gonna get, you know, S rank or anything. Oh, come on, they're coming back already? No. Oh, the dino. No. Get ready for a really big explosion. Yeah. We lost 2 minutes. So that's why boss levels are hard. Now, the other boss levels, I don't know, I don't have times on them. And the time is a big part of why they're hard. So if we look at the Hydro one, the fishies, this level is actually pretty easy for a boss level. It might make it a little bit more challenging. of you might be like, well, why is this tricky? Well, you got 3 fish. And you can see breaking combo is a little bit rough. Because eventually I need to hit those red ones. And I'm breaking combo all over the place. You can see some of the clipping through, which is a natural thing to make the game work. Although it's a little bit jank. Yeah, the green ones are already coming back. If we can take out all the reds, though, they'll be permanently out. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Somewhat unsuccessfully. Now, when we make the level, we can determine how quickly the reds come back. Dang. No. Come. Alright, I have no time limit. But you can see, come on, just... Yeah, this one's easy, I said. Alright, we're going after the orange. Which is a really dumb idea, because now we have... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Ah, flip. Alright. Let's try to get these orange ones really sneaky. No! Green? Oh, we got the green. Let's get the green. Skip over there. Get the green. No! Just don't hit the red. Ah! No! Green, green. Yeah, flip in there. Alright, by this time we would have lost. Hard. It's harder. Boss levels are hard. And then Split Fission is, you know, World 8 boss level. When I hit that little cherry, my clone will come out. I also set the time of these blocks to be very short. Because of the nuclear bricks. So the ones here on the left are 30 seconds, but as we move over, flip. No, you could say, just get the cherry. Now we're both in here. Now I can try to change, you know, I'll free him. This one I do have a time. This one's legitimately timed. Alright, so now we're both out here. Helping each other out. Now, if you just navigate your way and utilize, yeah, that, beautiful. You gotta really utilize, no! You're doing it. Quickly. The time. Oh, yeah, that was great, that was great. Right, he can hit this. Beautiful. Alright, now we just need to make sure we hit the pollinators. We're in. No! One miss hit! Come on. Just keep hitting the pollens. Just keep hitting it. You're so close. Why'd we change it? Don't change it to yellow! No! What? I give up. I'm so close. I want to redo. Alright. Alright, we can do it. We can do it. Just don't stop becoming cyan for the life. It's a hard level. Supposed to get S rank. Which is 25 seconds. Which I've gotten like 22 or 23. As you can see with the nuclear bricks and the pollen, it is definitely beatable quickly. We're going to choose a new music. Let's see. For a boss level, we need something somewhat intense, but not overwhelming. How about trying to think of instrumental stuff without being like, let's just do guitar, tempo guitar. Hey, found 3 tracks. I don't know, drum and bass. I like drum and bass. Come on now. It's not what I said originally, but alright, we're gonna turn that down just a little bit. I guess on your side it's not too bad. I gotta turn down my volume a little bit. Alright, good. So we're gonna make a nuclear level. Now nuclear, we still have like 4 normal levels to do, but whatever, bro. Alright, the last couple nuclear levels we made were computer setup. Okay. And switching lanes. This is a good level. Looks similar in color scheme to the one we just did. Alright. I came into this, I was doing some sketching last night, which I don't think it's going to pan out actually, but we'll see. I want to just do my little design to see if it makes any sense. You know, you sort of just, it's all squares. Most of the time when I sketch, it is not fruitful, but it's fun. That's all that matters. It's good to do art. Okay. So my idea for nuclear the boss, because nuclear is all about big explosions. We saw we had some smaller explosions in the antimatter one. This one's gonna be big. So in order to determine how many seconds these bricks are, there's this time. It's kind of covered up by the text here. Because, you know, I'm lazy. I never moved it. But this is a up and downies for the time. So if there's any time at all, it'll be a timed brick. If it's 0, it'll be a normal brick. So essentially boss bricks are just timed like this. Now, let's just start out with red. I didn't use red yet today. The idea is you're going to have 2 giant cores, which are going to be big in size. And the time's going to be really low on them, like 10 seconds. Maybe not that big. I'm going to bring up a grid here if we really wanted one. Show that how the grid works. How it snaps to a location in the grid. Something like that. Now these would obviously hit each other. So I'm going to move them a little bit further apart. Like that. We're going to ignore color for right now. And then there's just going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of bricks in the level. So we are going to do 2 ones. And again, we'll change color later. No, that's not what I quite want. Really, it's 3. I kind of wanted this to be right in the middle. Okay, that means these are going to be bigger. One, 2, 3. 3, 4. Okay. Want some symmetry here. Nice. Okay. Still will save. Now, all these being 10 seconds, we'll figure that out. But the idea is now these have connectors like this. Again, we're going to change these colors. It's not all going to be red. Okay. Right now they're also all 10 seconds, which we'll see. And then we want one in the middle as well. Now you could have these be big bricks. You might be asking. There's no room for changing colors. And I think that is going to be where the trick comes in. Because if we did this right now, we could beat this in like 3 seconds. Even if these are all 10. Well, you'll always be able to beat it. You need some risk of losing combo. Otherwise, the combo will just go up and up and up and up and up, and eventually you'll beat it. So what I like is thinking that you have all red like this, but then just the whole thing is littered with another color. So, for example, you need to become red. And I'm going to do it like this. So you're starting out like that. And then the whole rest of it. Why do those look weird? Oh. These have a timer to them, but you can never destroy them. That's why they look a little fuzzy. Let's put this back down to 0. See? We could do green and... So you're going to go bop. No, what we're going to do is put in a lot of places where you could lose your combo. And then be stuck. Alright, this might still be too easy, but the idea behind this is that if you ever hit one of these green blocks and you can't get back here in 10 seconds to get back to the red one, it's GG. So, let's try this out. Yeah. Okay. Now, is it cheating if I just wait for the big one to come back? I guess it would be dependent on the time. pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we could make the time less. But I want there to be more obstructions. It was a little too easy to navigate through here. So I want each column to have one. If possible. Now if this is too hard, then we'll just turn it back a notch. But, I mean, it's a boss. Come on now. Yeah. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm already lost. Hmm. Ooh, for a moment there. Don't go back. We're in. The drum and bass was lining up with the explosions. Oh, sugar. Alright, alright, alright. We need the tiniest bit of grace that you can go to the other side and get one too. If we're gonna include this many traps. We're gonna put that. So if you hit this, you should be able to get one. Maybe right there. You gotta at least be able to get through this gap to get to that one. Alright. And thus far, we have not beaten it with the new traps in place. Oh, oh, we're in. Come on now. Alright, we just need to build up our combo a little bit here. I will wait. Mm-hmm. No! It's also... sugar. It's unexpected when they're gonna reappear. Alright, just gonna wait here. We're gonna wait here. I'm assuming most boss levels would be about 2 minutes. I think the antimatter one I made less, and we'll probably make the time less as the levels progress. Alright, now we're gonna make our way through. Alright, we're gonna hit the big one. Alright, once we get to combo level 8, we'll get the, there we go! I was gonna say combo level 8 is the sprite sheet glitch. Whoo! 131 is not fast. I have no idea what a good time would be. It was doable though. You kind of lose everything once you get hit. Alright, let's come up with a strat. Theoretically, these two big bricks hit everything other than these. So, if I just stay in like this general lane and make sure that these are hit, can I cheese the combo enough where I just basically stay here and every so often go back and forth between these two? That should just work. Alright. So all we need to do is make it to the center. And we can just go back and forth between these. So all this other stuff is unneeded. Now that's destroying the big ones. Oh. No, no, no. No! My strategy! It's a good strat, though. How long does it take to build up? And I gotta make sure I hit the big one. That one destroys the big one. Like that. Alright, so we're looking at the time. I also need to change the timers on the big blocks, because they're in the top left corner. And the time needs to scale according with the block, which is a code update. Alright, so these are all taken out pretty much. So if I get a big block right here. Oh, I became green? Are you kidding me right now? Alright, the level works. Let's do a little coding adventure. That was honestly really fast. I was able to make that. I'm going to do a little bit of symmetry in the right just because I want to. There you go. In fact, we could move this over here. Like this. Okay. So. Doesn't really change the aesthetic that much. Let's go ahead and name this, which... what's a good name for this? Christmas core. I mean, this one's called Energy Core, but it's not really. This is supposed to be 79. I had one that looked like a line of sheet music. It really wasn't that good. We could always remake it. Let me delete. Yeah, see? See how these have a 5 and a 4 in terms of fun level? That means they sucked. Delete. Just delete it. I don't care. I can always make a sheet music one again. Da 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 da. I did do parentheses boss. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. It's the core. That's what it is. So that was a pretty quick boss level, to be honest. But we are going to do a coding adventure. So let's go to our level adventure menu. And our quests. Ooh. Alright, we did the boss thing, but now we have to do a simple quest, which is fix scale numbers on boss nuclear bricks. There you go. That's what we're doing. Hey! Sit up in my chair. So when we have a number, and what's great about this is we can just do this on the edit screen. We don't need to play. We need to play. So we're going to go back to our nuclear level. If I go into the editor, and these 10s on these, what we want to do is we want to scale them and center them. So all the 16 by 16s work, but we want to basically double the font size depending on the brick. So if it's 2 brick, let's double it. We're going to have to move the position. The same for these real big ones. That's the goal. So it's time for a coding adventure. Last time I did a coding adventure, I was able to do it in 10 minutes. What did I do last time for a coding adventure? We were fixing something with moving platforms, I think. Or was it something appearing? I don't know. Alright, we're going to set the clock. It's coming up soon. Live split. Do 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 do. What? You want to update it? No. Sorry. Alright, we're gonna put this here. And we'll show our little split. Wah. There it is. Alright, this is our splits. Dude, this track is just too much for me. It's like, yeah, I'm drum and bass, but really Okay, then we're gonna need to show the code too. Does this work if I do this? Nope, doesn't know what I'm looking at. That's it. Nope. Alright, this is closing. No, where did it all go? This thing? There we go. Haha, it's code. Alright, so coding adventure starts in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first we need to find out where in our code base we are setting the text of a platform. So generally it's going to be where we're drawing platforms is where we're going to be drawing optional text if there's a boss. So we're just going to go to our platform class. I'm calling them platforms because this code base is based off of an action platformer. So these are actually platforms reused as bricks. So we're going to go down to the draw method. This is using Monogame, the open framework. Shoutouts to Monogame. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look at our draw class. So this is draw and update. These get basically called on a loop. As simple as it can be said. It's a little bit more complex than that, but that's okay. But here in the draw method, you can see that right away we see our draw for time to regenerate. So this is when I said, hey, if we have time to regenerate on, it's essentially a boss brick. Now there's other boss stuff going on with these bricks, but this is whether we're drawing the sprite and making it transparent. That's what this 0.2f is adding that transparency to it. So it's always appearing on screen even though you can't interact with it. Because for a boss, you need to be able to count down the seconds. You need to see where the bricks still are. Also, right here you can see we added an extra thing, and platform state equals dead. Basically, you only want to show that sort of form of the platform if platform state, if it's dead. So this life state, there's a dying state. That's when the explosions are coming. You can see down here different types of explosions, but we're focusing on this. So we're also saying, hey, only show this kind of stuff if there's no menu active and it's not the end level sequence. So you just want to show whole number seconds. It's getting the string of that. And here you can see we're even doing slightly different positioning if there's less than 10 seconds, because the 9 space is like this, like that, and a 10 space is like that. So with a 9 space, it moves over. It's not 0, 9. And here we can see we also did something where if it was less than 100, which is like 10 to 99, do this. And if for some reason there was more than 100 seconds, like 100 to 999 seconds, I don't know what boss we would have that would be more than that. We're doing a different size. So you can see 14, 12, and 11. These are just our font sizes, and we're manually modifying the position. It's very simple. And this position is based off of where they were placed, and we're just adjusting it. Now, we have another attribute we have to think about, which is the size. And I'm going to make this volume a little lower. So, this is not conducive. That's a decent drum and bass song, but I'm trying to concentrate on coding. That's good for making a level and playing a level. We just need some simple jazz to help me through. Not acid jazz. Some smooth jazz. Just help me through here. There we go. Now we're coding. And I'm more relaxing. Okay. So, we need to get the size of the platform. I don't remember where that is. Let's see, is it anywhere here? No. Opacity. Certain types of colors, custom animations. The adjusted boundary. Big. All right, we're gonna look actually in the level builder. Completely custom made. Also called the level editor, synonymous. Zoom out just a little bit. Where am I putting in the size? Is this it? No, it's frame time. At the bottom. So there's all these different attributes. This is if I'm not doing a for loop. We're not doing that. We're doing a single. There we go. Size multiplier. So there's something called a size multiplier, which is changing how big the platform is, and that affects a lot of different things. Okay, so if I go back here, do I have size multipliers on there? There we go. By default, the size multiplier is 1. Makes sense. So here, if it's dying, we're making the size bigger for the bigger explosion. Am I doing this in the core? Am I not using draw for a size multiplier? Bunch of different overloads for draw. Oh, these are just sprite. Do I have anything here about scaling it? No. Over here. No. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I'm just kind of perplexed. It's okay. So we do have something called size multiplier. So theoretically, instead of putting these sizes, you could say this is a small, medium, large for our sizes of the fonts, including our position. We can just have a size multiplier times that. It's not going to look perfect, but why don't we try that out? But we don't want it to be like twice as big. So I think it'll be way, way too big if the font became 28 instead of 14. Or would it? We can just try it. Sorry. So, what if we did this? Look at that. And we could just do that for all of them. Just say make it bigger, and we'll work from this. Now by default again, the size multiplier is just 1. So if it's normal, really? Then it won't affect anything. The position is normal. Probably just want to do plus. I don't think it's going to work. It's going to look weird. Oh. Cool. All right. Time to test it. Go. Ignore this menu. That's a different coding adventure. Let's just go to some random level that doesn't have anything. So we're going to go here. First, we do a normal size. So time is 1. Look, it says 1. Now we're gonna make it the bigger. It did nothing. No, our coding update failed. Why? Alright, what we can do is this. I'm gonna set a breakpoint. I'm gonna move this back over here. I'm just gonna put a breakpoint in the code. I gotta also flip between these two things, which is a little jank. You can see it's over here. I'm just gonna do it here. I'm just a little challenging setup here for me, but it's okay. So we want to put a breakpoint in here to see why the size multiplier is not being found. Now, there's only going to be a few that actually have this, right? There's 3 of them. So if we go like this, and then we go back to our game, which, did I hide? I did hide it. And we click this button, I see 1, 1, 1. Why did our breakpoint not get hit? Hello? It's not good. Why is our breakpoint not getting hit? Oh, because this is only showing up when they're dead or dying. So here we're using an editor mode, and in editor mode we also get to see the numbers, but we only updated it in game, so when something gets destroyed it shows the number slowly counting down. So we want to implement what we're doing in editor mode too, and then we know when it's counting down it'll have the same effect. Okay. Where's editor mode? Start this again. So we want to find where I'm doing this as well. I'm just going to look where I'm using time to regenerate. Let's see. Do a little solution search. No. Core level class. It's right here. Okay. So we're going to put the same stuff in here. As our platform. It's the same exact thing except we're using P because we're for reaching through every platform. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna take this. And put it in. Oh, it doesn't work. It's because each one of these needs to be P dot. Okay. So now this will work on the edit screen when we're adding a level. And we can actually see if it's doing something. Show the game. Turn off the sound again. go to a random level. Just do this one. Okay. So we do one. Bop. Boop. Might look a little weird. I don't know. Alright, that's fine. Do bigger size. Oh, not bad. Oh, I think it's because the text isn't supposed to be a... See how the one itself is... Let's try this. It's not terrible. Alright, now we're going to try a size bigger. Size bigger. I mean, it pretty much works, right? It's not completely centered. But that's pretty good. It's pretty fine. That's a 7. I think in certain bricks it shows up better too. Yeah, the white. I think as it gets bigger. Alright, we could even test if we wanted, let's see if we make it a little bit smaller. I mean, that's sufficient. We gotta make it more than 100. Click, 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 click. It's fine. Let's go back to our actual level and see what it looks like. Oops, yeah. So if I go like that, I mean, it's legit. That is completely... It's big. I can see him. I can see him out of my peripheral. I lost the game. Are we calling the coding adventure done? I think the coding adventure's done. Yeah. Works fine. It's fine. Fine. Boom. Pew, 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 pew. That wasn't too bad. All we had to do is find out what the size multiplier was, apply it both in editing and in the platform itself, and do a very simple scale up. Bada bing. We win. Whee! Alright. Our final quest is to make an Omega level. Pretty good. Okay, that's our last quest of the day. We're gonna put away our splits. Need to show that anymore. Okay, I'm gonna take a brief break. I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll complete our Omega level. All right, be right back. We're back. Ho ho. Sha. Okay. Make one more level. Let's see here. you can be a little bit smaller over here. Good enough. Okay. Alright, what we're gonna do, we're also gonna take a screenshot of this in action. This is gonna be a little a little jank. Alright, let's see if we could do this with all the numbers. Alright, 1, 2, no. I want stuff to show. No, I'm green. Up, it's all synced up. Where's the print screen button on this? I'm using a separate keyboard, and everything's all wrong. Oh, is that the button? Or try something. Do. Up. All right. Was that the button? No, that did nothing. And I lost. Alright, we're gonna take a screenshot. Oh! That's fine. That'll do. No, it sucks. Wait, there's a keyboard. Where's the screen? Oh, it's up here? Does this work? Oh. Oh. One sec. Why is it up there? Alright. And I'm gonna look over to the camera. This is for Twitter. And I'll be like, oh. Alright, you'll see this in a second. It's all good. It's slightly red-shifted, but I really don't care. There we go. Okay. I'll show you what we're looking at. Copy. Pull up the old browser. We haven't posted yet that we're doing game dev. We're almost done too. So who really cares? Pokemans. Boop. Look at us. We made a boss level. New boss level. Completed. Good. All right. Let's let's make a final level here. Omega. All right, so Omega is the final world. You mix at least 3 mechanics, if not as many as you want. So every level is gonna be kind of wild and crazy. The level we made last time, 2 days ago, on Tuesday, was Choo Choo. It's a choo-choo train. This over here, this is the engine. And this is like a train car behind it. And these are the train wheels. And then this is the steam coming out. Now there's also a little bit of the pollen stuff at the bottom. And that's just to make the level work. Because it wasn't really working. There's also the fire here. Came out of nowhere. The fire, which allows you to kind of break through some of this. Now you might say, hey, I only see 2 mechanics at work, pollinators and fire. And I would say, you know what? The wheels are moving down here at the bottom. So that counts. I'm not really thinking as I do this, but This is the choo-choo level. Now this level will need some work. We spent a decent amount of time on it last time. But the whole point of these pollen is that you can maintain your combo at the base of the car here. And then the fire allows you to kind of break through to some areas. So it's an okay level. It needs some level design work. But it was enough to be done. This level is insane. This is one of the craziest puzzle levels we made. This is using warps. So if you go on this warp, you immediately appear on the other side in the direction you're facing. So there's 4 different warps, 3 different colors. No, 4 different colors. What am I talking about? And there's nuclear bricks, and there's pollinator bricks. It's wild. So if I become cyan here, I can go skip to my loo, hit some of these. I can then skip over here, be like, oh, I'm yellow now. If I use this pollinator, I can then cleverly turn some of these into it. But if I'm over here, no, I'm just instantly cyan again. So everything goes honky-dory with the pollinators until you make one mistake. And you warp somewhere like this. Now you're like, oh, I'm actually blue. And that's all great here, but I actually need to go bop. And you can sort of work your way over if you want to keep the blue going. So I kind of want to keep blue going, so we're gonna get back over here. And then I think that's it. That was actually pretty good. I don't have a time yet. I think the best time was 53 seconds, but yeah. And then finally, asynchronicity was the first one we made. This one also uses warps and antimatter and lights, with the idea that the guy in the bottom and top are working together to turn on lights. So I'm blue now, so I can turn off those for that guy. And then if I'm over here, yellow, I need to get back to the warp. Come on. But if I go to flip, now I'm red. So you can see it's a little, there's some puzzliness going on. You gotta plan it out. Now in our sheet, we kind of denoted what mechanics we're using. So we use these 3. So we have yet to use rotation and zero level gimmicks. We've used solar, technically moving, not really. Use nuclear, that. Yeah, we've used them all. Here. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really we can just come up with anything we want and then have an idea. So let's do it. This is level 148. Okay. So, Smokey Joe. Little stretch. We'll stretch it out. Little squeak of the chair. I got a nice squeak in this chair. Someone's speaking in my music. Speaking. What if you went up to someone who was singing, like, what is this speaking you're doing? It's called singing. Watch the music, man. What do we want to do here? We can do anything. We've done some nuclear stuff today. We did some light stuff. I really like the pollinator mechanic. It might be my favorite other than nuclear. They're all my favorites. No. I kind of like the idea of candles. What made me think of candles? I was watching the McElroys the other day. The McElroy Family Clubhouse. And they were playing baby steps, but each brother was controlling a different part of the guy, and they were heading towards this candle. So, I thought candle. We've done some things that resembled fire. You could do like a candelabra. Of course, you could do like a menorah. You could do, what's this spooky candle Pokemon? Chandelure? You want to get sued by Nintendo and do a very bad sprite of Chandelure? Alright, we've done a birthday. So the birthday level was kind of, it's okay. What was the birthday level? And I think it was warps, actually. Was it wormholes? Yeah. Happy birthday. So here I sorted the candles, right? They're like lit up here, and they're cake. It's just a slice. It's an okay level. A lot of these levels that we've made, you need a couple revisions to kind of get the fun level from like a 5 or a 6 up to like a 7 or 8 or a 9. That's actually something that in playtesting is kind of what I did. So these original levels all the way up here, we have columns. I haven't been filling out, but there's 2 columns here. This one's just the fun and the difficulty. So generally, at the beginning, especially the first world that you play, you want the difficulty to scale, but you want the fun to be consistent throughout. So there's only one that's a 6 that I need to figure out, this exit sign level. But like 9s, it's great. I've played it a lot, and it's great. I only have a couple 9s. The 8s, fantastic, great level. Not a 9. I have no 10s yet in terms of fun, I don't think. I do have 1 or 2 10s in terms of difficulty. So you need at least a 7. I'm not releasing a level without at least a 7 fun rating. Difficulty, though, can scale, and for each world, like, once you get to the second world, you've kind of played enough of the game, but you don't want every level to be like, oh man, this is hard. So you want a good variance there, too. So a lot of these I have not filled out as I've been making the levels, partly because I haven't played them enough to know kind of the scale, but some of them, like, it's like, how fun is it really? It's like, am I playing it over and over and over again? But something I'll need to fill out for the vast majority of these levels. Some of them that are 10s are in the antimatter. They're just absurd. There's this one called In Sync. It's crazy. And the shifting layers we showed, I would kind of downgrade that to a 9 now. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. This is the 4th iteration of layers. Shifting layers is crazy. Alright, I gotta show shifting layers. So I was showing the original layers level. Fantastic level, probably the most level I've ever played. It's just very simple, right? 2 colors. Then I showed the level remix, layers remix, right? Where you're going left to right instead of up to down. Cool, it works. Challenging. I showed the moving version of it, which is called shifting strata. Maybe I should call it just shifting layers, just so it's obvious, but it's layers again, except the bricks are moving. Then we just made today another layers level in solar. So this is actually going to be the 3rd one. We named it light years. So we have layers, but there's some lights in the middle. Now you get later in the game, and you're in World 8. And this one's called shifting layers. This would probably be level 14 or 15. It looks so innocuous. Can you see what's gonna happen? So here, they're always changing. So it's not a level you can't beat. But the timing... And when you hold down spacebar, it goes quicker, but you both go quicker. But the guy on the right's going quicker at a slightly different rate than you, because he's going, you know, different. So you can get in sync. Good. Oh, that was close. Mm-hmm. Now, the key is that, I mean, I'm just doing this for funs, but the time... Pretty good. Oh, we're in sync. Oh, I got there just in time. Good. Oh, that was really well done. I think I started playing 30 seconds in. That was a really, really good time. But that's a 10. That's a 10 level. Anywho. I guess we just make our Omega layers level. We're there in the layers zone. We're gonna introduce every single mechanic in our layers. Let's create our box. Now the box doesn't have to be perfectly boxy. You saw that some of the shapes of the layers were a little bit different. Let's say this is our box. And we'll give it a little bit more space. And first, we are going to have four different layer cakes. Okay. Wait, no. 3 layer cakes with all 6 colors. Start with orange. Yummy. And it'll get crazy as we go. How many over do we want to do? 6? 6 is fine. This is gonna be look a little bit like the breakout level, but okay. There's our gist of our layers. So easy. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? It's just some layers. Now we're gonna start mixing the mechanics. So we have rotation blocks. So of course we're gonna put in some of those. I think I'll put those in at the, oh, that's the wrong one. I'll put those at the corners. Now this could all be moved over to the right a little bit. Let's attempt to use something we don't use that often, which is our reticle. Do a little Control X, Control V. Not quite. Little Control X, Control V. So that was the same. Control X. All right, here or here. That's good. All right. That's a custom. Oh no. Custom built. Control X, Control V. Cut paste. Then we're gonna put these here. And we're actually gonna rotate them. All right. So that's mechanic number 1. We're gonna do all of them. Solar. I think we could have them on the ceiling this time. So we'll put like one here. Nice. All right, next gimmick is hydropower. We need some of these to be moving. Oh, the color bricks that you're supposed to hit to change colors are moving. Duh. Which probably means we want less layers. Nah, that's for suckers. This is Omega. Omega means bad level design. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna just make a couple tracks here. This really does seem like the boss level of Omega. We'll see how bad it is. The boss level would mean these are regenerating, which would... maybe it'll turn into it. Now we gotta put some color bricks on those. So these are moving. We'll just start out with orange here. We'll have an orange one moving here. Oh, I did realize that there's a little bit too much of that color. Yeah, let's do this. No, we have to move it. It's okay. I'm just gonna do this. No biggie. And I think, yeah, let me move those two. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this. And this needs to be moving on a platform, which is put platform on a track, true. I'm gonna put one there. Moving back and forth, we'll put a cyan. And sure, we'll have these in sync. We'll be kind about that to start. And these will be moving the other way. Sort of a greeny. Alrighty. And a bluey. Shoutouts to bluey. Okay. So now we got 3 mechanics thrown in. Next! Nuclear. We need some of these to be big bricks. I'll just make it easier. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab one of these. That's no longer on a track. Make it a size 2. How about we make like a orange green? Like that. How about cyan red? I could put it to the right of it. I don't think I want it completely symmetric though. In fact, I want this to be deeper. That. And then we need yellow. We're gonna put that one here. And a blue. Blue one on the edge. Cool. Doing it. Then pollen. So generally a lot of these mechanics make it easier. So like the pollinators will make this a little bit easier. That's fine. Because, believe me, it'll be fine. Alright, so where do we want to put these pollinators? I think kind of like in the middle-ish. Look at these. Put one here. That. Yeah. Could have one on the outside too. We could have like one up here and one here. Then it kind of makes it hard to get to this brick. Ish. I really don't know. I will do it. Trust your instincts. Alright. That's in. Next. Where you have to put in a geothermal. That's just gonna break it all. Can we stop? We almost have a semblance of a level here. Geothermal just breaks it. It completely... Well, does it though? Fine. There you are. Next. Antimatter. So you said you wanted a clone. I think... Where do we want to spawn the clone in? You have to earn the clone, right? The clone is going to make this impossible. Is it, though? Keep in mind that this was a bad idea to put in a clone. We'll put it here in the corner, like if you want it. We're gonna begrudgingly put a clone in the corner. If you want to summon the clone, you can. And then one more. We need some wormholes. Okay. What color do we want? Similarly, wouldn't it be great if you could warp to either side of the screen? And wouldn't it be great if you could warp? There's no more room. Sorry. We're ending it there. Here we go. What's the plan? Nothing. Wee. All right, we're red. Too much. Can we maintain a combo? All right, then I can get this and go. Oh, I'm going down now. All right, let's get the clone. Go get him, buddy. Ooh. Woo. There we go. Now we're... Nope, we don't want to be green. Whoop. What? Are we clearing things? No. There. No. Here, let's come down here. Oh, we clipped. No, this is good. Whoa. Alright, it was my bad I chose the clone. The clone is a decoy. I'm clearing him. We can do this in less than 5 minutes. You just have to cheat and get the geothermal power. Here, watch. Wait. That's the whole point of the geothermal, is to cheat. Look at it. It just trivializes everything. Alright. Easy. So theoretically, I think the easiest way is actually, if I just do this geothermal, you can just cut through everything. Because I forgot you could switch sides. Uh-oh. Oh, I got the bug again. Here, let me show you. Objects reference not set to an instance of an object. That is the classic. This happened before. I made a note of this. But it was at the very beginning of a level. What did I hit? I hit a color brick? I don't know. Where am I at? Which method am I at? I can look at this in the recording. Zoom. Look at all this code. Check for status left, right. So this happened to be, I happen to be going left, right. But right here, it's assuming that the collision platform is set. Because the collision platform color... Oh! Oh! I am no color. I'm hitting a collision platform color of none. Therefore, the collision platform is null. But... how did I get here? What kind of color? What is the collision platform? It isn't one? Because it was never set. There's a collision. I never set it? Oh. Interesting. I don't know how to figure that out right now. Bah, the game broke. Level's too hard. We need to fix this level. It sucks. This is what happens when you combine every mechanic. It's like a child who's building an ice cream sundae and says, sure, I'll put Skittles on that. Yeah, let's just cover it with Swedish fish. Why not some chocolate syrup? Fix this UI later. I'll show the game again. So, let's fix it. What are the main problems? The geothermal breaks the level, makes it impossible, or makes it too easy. I mean, I like the warps going back and forth. If you don't have a clone. So we're taking out the clone. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. That allows us to put in some more. Oh, hey. Sub FXY. Sub Jair. Catching me at the end. We're fixing a level I made. I put in every mechanic in the game. That is not a good thing to do. But if you're not careful, you can just warp to the other side. So why don't we just do a pair of warps just for funs? Like that. I'm fine with that. Now this going back and forth here with the rotation doesn't work. So we're going to delete those. Okay. The geothermal now is fine because it just gives you a little bit of flexibility on the edges without cheesing the whole level. The last thing is these moving platforms. No. So, no. I say no. If you want to see the stupid level that we had before, watch the recording of the stream. Or hi, you're watching it right now. Just go back a little bit. Alright, so then we need to redo these platforms. And we're not putting these on a track. I still think it's fine. Oh, we still have one more there. That we have a whole lot of color and it's quick, right? I think that's okay. I think we can manage that if we can choose where to put these things are, which we will. We're gonna have one on the edge there. One there. Bop. Scooby, Scooby, Dooby. There. Choom, pachoom, pachoom. Bop, 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 bop. There. And then coming in from the left. There. And here. Okay. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mechanics. So it's still a mega. What is this? 148. Okay. Let's try this out now. Skip what to do. Can hit the light. That does sort of a help. That was cool. Boom. I can use this. Feeling good. Feeling good about my progress. Pollinators are OP. Blue. I can just skip through that. Oh, that was cool. I didn't even see that. Completely ignoring the warp. What does it matter? It just works now. The warps do nothing. Because with the pollinators, there's no point to to be over here. It's fun though. Like maybe if you were like resume, and then I was like resume, like there's no harm having it. Like why not? The geothermal was pretty cool. Pollinators are extremely powerful with the nukes. With the bigger blocks and having pollinators, it makes it a lot easier. Oopsie, I have too many backspaces. So, what I want to do here. The geothermals are cool, but I don't think they're the intent. They kind of let you cheese some of the beginning part of the level, so we're going to take out those two. The core of the level is really pollinators plus nuclear big bricks with some lights. That's the core aesthetic of the level, which has been used before, granted. If we wanted there to be a little bit more disruption, because right now I think I could beat this, what was that, 46? I bet I could beat this in 20 seconds. Let's just test that theory. So, bop, bop. Shut up. Okay, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe it does take a little bit of planning. Good. That's satisfying. Bop. All right, we missed our 30-second mark. Shoot. Sugar. Still not interacting with warps in any meaningful way. Naturally. Oh. It's a pretty fun level. But I want there to be a little bit more. It's just not quite enough little spice. Little. I did it again. Oops. Okay. Let's get these warps more interesting. we're using 8. Yeah, so how about if you're coming down through here, you're coming down on the opposite side. Now, we do incorporate this in some other levels using warps. But if this goes zoom, now we can make it a little bit safe here. Because if you come through here, down through here, you hit the color. We could connect the colors. Oh, that actually protects you from the colors. Let's do it like that. Okay. And then this one is going to do something similar-ish. Oh yeah, and we'll do one over here too. That's a little mean. It was too easy otherwise. It didn't feel like an Omega level. Omega needs to be crazy. I can't get to the colors. To figure that one out. Yep. There it is. Come on now. What's the problem now? Okay, is everything cyan? It's fine. Bah. Cool. And then, cool. Whoa, that ended pretty good. Okay. These don't work. It was literally preventing me from going on. I think having a little bit more space is kind of needed. So we're gonna remove some of this symmetry. Do that. And that way this one could also be like that. And then this one, like that. This is a 4. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Here you go. So I could go greeny and just get them. And then sneak my way in here. Dope. That's fine. I want to become... Yep. I want to... There it is. Alright, now you have to think with the portals. That's good. That's what we want. Yep, that's how you want to do it. Dope. Alright, this is significantly more challenging, which is exactly what I wanted. You can't just cheese it all, but the big bricks and stuff make it that if you can like open up a path, you're golden. Yeah, Nice. Oh, Frenchman. Cool. So that took a while, but it was fun. And that's important. That's the most important. Fun and game design hand in hand. I kind of like... Is there anything here I really want to change? No. Alright, our goal is to be a sub 46. If I go here, yeah, see, I can just skip over like that. And now, if I go like that, boom, I'm in. And then I can just go cyan. Boom. Now we're cruising. Now I can hit that. Up. Up. No! I did choke. And we didn't even get all these ones to the left. What? Still a minute. Ugh. Come on. Alright, let's beat our time. We can do it. Let's get all the bricks first. I'm not going back. Chevaucherie. Took a little bit too long. It's okay. It's fine. Is this a combo? No, it's not. Perfect. Alright. Then we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit both of these now. Nice. Alright, red's fine. Not when you do it like that, bro. Bro. I'm trying to do that move. Alright. We're fixing that. I know it's going to make it a little bit easier, but it makes it more fun, so. Putting that up there. This one down here. You got to give yourself at least a little bit of movement to take advantage of it. Okay. Just a little bit of freedom to avoid it if... Come on now. If you want to. Yeah. Just a little bit. What dirty? I'm stuck in a loop. Oh. No, it's fine. Just turn these cyan. Who cares? Alright, here we go. Wait, it's already been 50 seconds? What am I doing? Come on. No! I must beat a minute with the new level. We cheesed the 46. The 46 does not count. It's an ultimate super cheese. We beat a minute. We're done with stream today. Come on. Alright, you become this. Greenies. We're now orange. So, like that. There it is. Nice. That wasn't so nice, but we'll take it. Oh, we're red. Or no, it's cyan. I can speak. Alright, just gonna take out these. Beautiful. Bop, that takes out that. Yep. Come on now. Yes. It's huge. We're just going over here. Woo! Pew 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 pew. Utilizing the lights is something I wasn't doing as much, but that's pretty cool too. I don't think I've combined pollinators with lights as much as I thought I might, which is changing colors, then using the lights to hit the newly changed. Anyway. That's great. It's using 4 mechanics genuinely, which is pollinators, biofuels, nuclear, big bricks, warps, and lights, solar. Thank you. Came together. All right, so we gotta name our level. Layers Deluxe. Layers Extreme. All right, Extreme is what we did before. This is manageable. All right, I save it. Whatever, let's do it again. Layers Deluxe. The layers, but lots of mechanics. We're using all the colors. And we're using warps, lights, pollen, nuclear pollen. Cool. All right. How far did that get us today? We created a nuclear boss level. We created a solar level, only 3 of those left. And we created one of these. And we did a coding adventure. 77.5% done with level creation. Of course, there will be edits after playtesting, but shh, doesn't count. Cool. Gonna call it there for today. Thanks for all who tuned in today. Thanks for all who are going to be watching this later on Twitch and YouTube. Tomorrow it's going to be the last question mark session of UFO 50, which we've been playing for about 3 weeks, playing through all the games. Not quite sure. There might be a couple more after that, depending on how much I want to delve into it. Heck, maybe I want to beat so many of the games that we're playing for 2 more weeks, but I do want to play other games as well, even though, granted, it is 50 games, so. But, as always, love you guys. Jesus loves you too. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.